Okay, so let's talk about survival. What's the price tag? Is it a tent, a big concrete bunker? What if I told you it could be just one single dollar? Or, on the flip side, $1 billion? Yeah. Today, we're going to climb that ladder from the most basic, almost ridiculous shelter you can imagine, all the way up to the most insane fortress ever conceived. And it's all to answer one simple question: what does it really cost to feel safe? And right here, this image just lays it all out, doesn't it? The incredible gap we're about to jump across. On one side, you've got survival as like a desperate last-ditch effort. And on the other, survival as this meticulously engineered, almost utopian fortress. Look, this isn't just about the money. It's about two totally different ways of thinking about what it even means to survive. So what is the price of survival? How much does it really cost to feel safe? Let's find out, starting right at the very bottom. All right, the $1 fortress. This is where it all begins. And believe me, when I say we're starting at the bottom, I really mean it. This is our baseline. This is the absolute rock bottom entry-level ticket to survival. So what exactly does a single dollar get you when everything goes sideways? Yep, a cardboard fort. I mean, you gotta love the definition here. It's just perfect. A temporary structure offering minimal protection from the elements. I think minimal is being kind of generous, right? But my favorite part is the brutal honesty. Zero protection from existential threats. So, okay, it might block a light breeze, but it's probably not going to do much against, say, a meteor. But hey, let's give it some credit. It has its perks. It's eco-friendly, right? I mean, it biodegrades whether you want it to or not. It's super portable. And hey, no tools required for assembly. The only susceptibilities are things like, rain, wind, and maybe even just some mild criticism. It's a humble start for sure. But now, let's get serious. Okay, leveling up the bunker. We're going from the backyard to the bedrock. Enough messing around with cardboard. This is where some real money starts to enter the picture. We're going to see what happens when being prepared turns into a major, major investment. And wow, what an investment it is. We are making a huge jump here, from $1 to over $100,000. This isn't just about getting a bigger box. This is a fundamental change in thinking. This is about building something that's actually designed to last, something designed to protect you from very real, very serious threats. So what does that kind of cash actually get you? Well, this chart breaks it down pretty nicely. For around 100 grand, you can get yourself a DIY backyard bunker. It's right there, it's accessible, and it can probably keep a family safe for a few months. It's peace of mind, right? But then, look over at the other side. For 10 million bucks, maybe more, you can buy a converted missile silo. And the key difference here isn't just that it's bigger, it's the hardened structure. I mean, this thing was built to withstand a nuclear blast. That gives you years of survivability, not months. The takeaway is pretty simple. At this level, your money is literally buying you more time and a whole different level of security. All right, the billion-dollar city, the apex of survival extravagance. You thought a missile silo was intense? We're about to go to a place that makes a missile silo look like a garden shed. Let's see what happens when the budget is, well, basically unlimited. $1 billion. Just let that sink in for a second. We're not talking about shelters or bunkers anymore. We've gone way beyond that. This is the price tag for a private underground civilization. This is a monument built to literally outlast history. And here it is. Welcome to an underground city. I mean, a literal city, sealed off from the rest of the world, completely independent from whatever's happening up on the surface. So the question is, what kind of features make something like this even possible? What does $1 billion of safety actually look like? First up, you have self-sustaining biospheres. Think about that. We're talking about massive underground farms using all sorts of advanced tech to feed hundreds of people forever. They'd have these closed-loop systems that recycle every single drop of water, every breath of air. This isn't just about surviving anymore. This is about creating a permanent, thriving, completely man-made ecosystem. Okay, but a perfect little ecosystem is also a target, right? So how do you protect it? with security that's basically pulled straight out of a sci-fi movie. We're talking about an AI-powered security system, an AI that is watching every single inch of the facility 24/7. It's controlling automated defenses, drones, all the surveillance. It's a fortress that actually thinks, learning and adapting to any threat that comes along. So you've got food, you've got air, water, security, you're set. But what's the long-term goal here? Well, that's where this comes in. An on-site DNA bank. And this changes the whole game. It's not just about the people inside surviving anymore. It's about preserving the very building blocks of life on Earth. Plants, animals, even us. With the goal of one day, maybe, rebuilding the entire world. It's the ultimate insurance policy. So, survival or extravagance? What does all this tell us? After climbing this insane ladder from a single dollar to $1 billion, you just have to ask, right? Where does the practical need to survive cross the line and just become pure extravagance? This quote really nails it. The ultimate luxury is not comfort or extravagance, but survival itself. Think about it. When you have everything you could possibly want, what's the one thing left to buy? A guarantee. This isn't about luxury in the sense of, gold faucets and fancy cars. It's about the ultimate luxury, buying more time, buying more safety, buying a future when the rest of the world might not get one. And so that leaves us with this one final, really interesting question. When you look at $1 billion underground city with its own farms and a DNA bank, are you seeing the peak of human ingenuity, our incredible instinct to survive and persevere, or are you looking at the absolute height of paranoia? I'd love to know what you think.